let's talk about something that I think more and more of us are waking up to, or at least I hope so, even if it's uncomfortable. Do you use money or does money use you? Because when I look around at this world, when I scroll through Instagram, walk down the street, or watch TV, all I see is programming. Programming. Luxury, wealth, status, constant craving, constant comparison. And we've been tricked into thinking this is empowerment, this is confidence. But it's not empowerment, it's enslavement. Everything we're taught to chase the designer bag, the luxury car, the lavish lifestyle. It's not by accident, it's by design. This isn't about a cute Chanel bag or a Birkin or whatever brand you're worshipping this week. This is about your nervous system being trained to associate external validation with self worth. Hollywood is run by these forces, right? The media, same. TV shows, music videos, influencer culture, all propaganda machines. And this isn't coming from judgment. This is coming from someone who used to live it. I was addicted to labels, luxury items. I thought if I bought this thing, wore that label, I'd finally feel like I mattered. I didn't know I had the money shame wound that whispered, "You're not worthy unless you prove it." And I didn't know I was performing worthiness, that I was dressing up my wounds in designer labels. But let's zoom out. Why is this luxury obsession so aggressively pushed? Why is it in every music video, every Netflix show, every influencer's feed? Because when you have an entire population addicted to status, they are no longer connected to their divinity. They become easy to control. They forget they are already whole, and they begin to self police their value based on how much money they've spent or how they look to others. They stop going within, and that's the goal of these systems. Because when you go within, you awaken. When you're connected to your divinity, you unplug from the matrix, and they die when you awaken, right? So they dangle the next thing, the next bag, the next launch. I see all these people on social media saying stuff like, "Oh, how I manifested my dream life." And then all the pictures are of Chanel bags and Birkins. What do you mean? You manifested the version of yourself they programmed you into becoming, not the version that would actually make you whole. This obsession with luxury is not random, it's the distraction tactic of the century. We are trauma trained to chase, to pursue, to be in survival because because of the way we were raised by unenlightened people in an unenlightened world. Most of us were never taught how to feel enough as we are. We were taught to perform, to please, to prove. And that's the money shame wound. I'm not worthy of wealth. I need to earn my value. That's also the safe money wound. I won't be okay unless I hoard more, buy more, prove more. It's also the hard money wound. This is the only way to survive in a world that doesn't care about me. It's also the money trust wound. I don't know how to make decisions from intuition, so I follow the crowd. And it's also the disappearing money wound. No matter what I do, money leaves, so I better spend it while I can and prove my worth while I have it. We're walking around with wounds, and the system knows that. So it tells us the illusion of healing in the form of a bloody handbag. It says you'll feel valuable when you look valuable, you'll feel whole when you look expensive. But you don't. You just become more addicted, more externally focused, more lost. Because luxury isn't bad, but the way we're programmed to chase it, that's the trap. When your entire sense of worth is tied to how much money you flash, when you feel like a nobody unless you're dripping in labels, old me, let's send her some love. When you can't go within because you're so obsessed with how you look without, that's when money is using you. And when money is using you, you become so easy to control. You forget the truth of who you are. You forget that you are divine, that you were whole before the bloody bag, before the brand, before the bullshit. This is why I say reprogramming your relationship to money is spiritual work. Healing your wounds, healing your money wounds is nervous system work. Coming back to your innate wholeness is the most rebellious thing you can do in a world that profits from your insecurity. So I want you to pause and ask yourself, when did I start believing I had to buy my worth? This is shadow work, okay? Might as well do some shadow work, okay? When did I start confusing visibility with value? When did I learn that who I am isn't enough? You don't have to live in survival mode. You don't have to chase status to prove your worth. You don't have to stay enslaved to a system that wants you traumatized and consuming. You can come home to yourself. And that begins with remembering your affirmation, right? I am whole. Say it with me. I am whole. I was born whole and nothing has changed. Say it with your chest. I release the illusion that I need anything outside of me to feel worthy. I no longer chase the performance of wealth. I embody the frequency of truth. And if this spoke to you, I invite you to take my free money wound quiz. It will reveal the exact subconscious pattern keeping you stuck in survival, just the way they like, and help you begin your journey toward emotional, spiritual, and financial sovereignty. Because when you heal the wound, you no longer need the illusion. You just remember who you are, and that will suffice. That is enough. Okay? I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you so much for watching. Sending you love. Remember to love yourself. And I will see you in a jiffy.